Hey guys, it's Delilah, and in today's video, I'm giving you a rundown of all the shimmery luminous primers slash liquid highlighters that I own. I will share with you my thoughts on each and every one of them, how I use them, what are the pros and cons, and all that good stuff. I have some from both drugstore and high-end brands, so yeah, without further ado, let's get started. First, before we start, just in case you don't own any of these type of products, which I doubt, those luminous liquid products are very multifunctional. Many of them are designed to use as a primer, so you put it all over your face before your foundation to kind of create a glow from within type of look. I personally don't really use those products this way that much just because I feel some of the products may kind of conflict with the foundation you use. Some of those tend to mess up the texture and the touch of my skin base, so that I notice sometimes it makes the foundation fail to go on as smoothly as I desired. Another way to use those luminous liquid products is to mix it with your foundation, and that is also the way I personally use the most. One of a typical way is to mix one of those products with your more matte type of foundation to bring back just a little bit of glow so that your face don't look too flat. You can also use those products after your foundation as a liquid highlighter, and because it's liquid, I do find them blend in your skin a little bit more. So that's basically it, and now let's start with the drugstore products I have. First is from Revlon. I'm not going to stay too long because I don't even know whether they still make those. These are the Photoready Skinlights Face Illuminator, and this one is in Bare Light, this one in Pink Light. I personally really like this one in Bare Light. It's just a very beigey skin tone type of color. I really like to mix this with my foundation because it's a beige color, so it doesn't really alter the shade of my foundation. And I think it would be a little bit too subtle to use as a liquid highlighter, but when you have no makeup on, this will just look stunning on your bare skin. So I highly recommend this one if by any chance you stumble upon it. And this one, Pink Light, I don't really like it as much. I think the shimmers is not as fine as this one. So right now they are both very old. I think they are going to expire this year, so I'm just mixing them with my body lotion. And that's actually another way to use those products, especially if they are a little bit more affordable or if they are going to expire, so that your body can look very glowy and shimmery in the upcoming spring and summertime. Next one from drugstore is a cult favorite. It is from L'Oreal. I love to mix it with my foundation. I think I did that in many of my get ready with me or makeup tutorial videos. This one has a very light color. It's almost like a white gold, so it does change the color of my foundation. And oftentimes I just mix it with a foundation that is a little bit too dark for my skin tone at that time. The formula is very lightweight, so it doesn't change the consistency of my foundation when I mix them together. And I also noticed it never changed the wear time of my foundation as some of the other similar products may do. So overall, I think it's a great product from drugstore, and if you are looking for a luminous primer type of product and you are thinking to get a affordable option, I think you can definitely start by trying this one out. You just need to keep in mind that this may make your foundation look a little bit lighter, but nothing crazy, and it just really gives a very beautiful glow. I cannot really see the actual particle of shimmers in this one. Next one is from a Korean brand called VDL. This is their Lumilayer Primer. I think the price is kind of in between of drugstore and high-end, and I saw a lot of people compare this one and the one from L'Oreal, but personally I think they are quite different. It also has a white base, but it kind of has this pink shift. It comes with a applicator like this, which can sometimes be very messy, and the product will just kind of accumulate at the opening of the bottle. So if you are someone who is very careful about keeping your makeup clean, I don't know whether you will like this type of packaging. This one has a thicker consistency. I noticed many Korean makeup products are like that. So I actually rarely use this before because I had combination skin before, and I noticed that this one will kind of make my face a little bit greasy throughout the day. So if you are someone who have oily skin, or if you live in a very humid environment, I'm not sure whether this one is for you. But if you have dry skin, you may actually like this, especially with your more matte dry foundations, and the pink shift is is really very beautiful. Personally, I just tend to reach for this one from L'Oreal a little bit more just because I prefer a lighter consistency with my foundation. Now entering the high-end department, the first one I have here is from Laura Mercier. This is their foundation primer in Radiance. Honestly, I think it's a great product, but I don't think I will repurchase it just because I feel it's nothing special and there are many other affordable options out there. This one, at least in my experience, I think it's very similar to this one from Revlon in the shade Bare Light, because this one is also a very skin tone colors, but I always struggle to find the foundation that will actually match with this primer because every time I put this on my face, it just leaves a little bit sticky, tacky type of finish. I just find every time I apply this, most of my foundation don't go on my face as beautifully as it usually does. And also, again, just to be completely honest, I personally feel that if I apply those as a primer and then I put on the foundation and then I powder my face, I just don't really see those luminous factor showing through all those layers after, if you know what I mean. And that's why I would usually rather just mix them with my foundation directly. I think that gives a better effect. So anyway, I think it's a beautiful product and it's also very fine, very smooth, so you will not see big glitter or shimmer on your face. But I just don't have the best luck using this as a primer, and if I'm going to mix it with my foundation, I think I have many other affordable options. Next products are from NARS. This is their Illuminator. This one is in Laguna, this one is in Orgasm. Those two, although I don't really use them that much, I actually quite like them. They have a very light, very thin consistency, so it doesn't mess up with any of the other base makeup you put on your face. This one in Orgasm, because it has a very slight pink tint, I don't usually mix it with my foundation, but it looks absolutely stunning if you use it as a liquid blush slash highlighter. It's a lot more toned down, natural, but still beautiful than the Orgasm in the powder blush. So yeah, it's really a very gorgeous product, but will I say it's worth the price tag? I really don't know. And the other one from Laguna, as you can probably guess, you can mix it in your foundation to create a more bronzy sun-kissed effect. I personally don't really do that. I think the result looks very beautiful on pictures or in video, but in everyday life, I don't know, I think it doesn't look super natural. I do think it looks very beautiful when you mix it with your lotion, because I guess on the body it just looks a little bit more natural than on the face. The last product I'm going to show you today is this one from Becca. This is their Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal. The one I have is a little travel size. This little guy right here is just absolutely stunning. At first I thought it is designed to gear more toward a liquid highlighter, but I find it surprisingly beautiful to mix with a foundation as well. I don't find it altering the shade of my foundation, and out of everything I have shared with you today, I think this one is the most beautiful, stunning, gorgeous product if you use it as a liquid highlighter. This one gives the most visible glow and sheen compared with the rest, but at the same time it still looks a lot more natural, smooth and fine compared with a powder highlighter. So if you're someone who finds those metallic highlighters a little bit too much for you, and at the same time you want a liquid highlighter that is a little bit stronger and more visible than everything I just showed you earlier, I definitely think you should check this one out. Maybe also get the travel size first just to see whether you like it. So that's all the Luminous primer, liquid illuminator, liquid highlighter, whatever you like to call them. That's everything I owned. After trying all those products, I just realized that this type of product is really not the first thing you need when it comes to makeup. I know these days, partially because of the trend, everyone wants to look like a glowy goddess, but I just noticed that when my base makeup is very fine and smooth, it has a much higher chance to look very glowy and dewy. So I guess personally, I will much prefer to use a very hydrating, moisturizing primer to make sure the texture and the whole base of my skin is very smooth and ready for the foundation to glide on. And after that, then you can always add a highlighter, maybe liquid cream powder to add a little bit more glow. That's just my opinion. I just want to share with you my experience and observation after trying all those type of products. And yeah, that's it guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as usual, if you have any question about a certain product, always feel free to ask me directly in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe for more Delilah's Delights. Also follow me on my Instagram and Twitter. They are both at Delilah Delights. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye bye.